There we are.
Welcome back to Good Morning Kenora. My first guest is Constable Dave King.
Good morning.
Good morning. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you.
So today we're going to talk about safety and ice.
Yes,
melting ice and all that, right?
That's right. Yeah, it's this great time of year because we're getting the thaw and it's the water's starting to run. The ice is getting a little thinner, so we're just reminding people out there that the ice is getting a little thinner. Be cautious, of course, on the ice roads and the snow machines. Yep. But we also, this time of year with the week break, March break, kids are out playing. When I was a kid, running water, I knew what I did.
Awesome.
Yeah, you're out the side of the road playing around, making dams. So we're reminding the drivers mainly that kids are going to be out there playing, not only just this week because they're off, but also for this time of the year.
It's not -30 out, right? So it's kind of nice to just, I know.
You're out there grabbing your sister's Barbie and floating it down the water and wondering where. We did those things when we were kids. So we're reminding people to watch out for that and also to watch out for the pedestrians while you're driving your car, singing at the top of your lungs to that nice Irish tune today. Yeah. And that puddle's right up ahead. You want to be careful when you hit that puddle. You slow down because it happens. Yeah. And we just want to remind people.
Workers that are working outside too, like I was saying earlier. I was coming from the waste on yesterday, and these city workers were there, and I slowed down, and there's a huge pothole, and they are so happy. They just looked at me, thank you. Yeah. And I'm sure they got hosed.
Yeah, just be aware of it. It happens this time of the year, and also in the evening, it still gets cold enough, so those wet spots might freeze up a bit. So you're going to be driving from pavement onto ice. Just be a little careful. It's just some common sense things, but we point them out this time.
So the ice road's still safe to drive?
Well, the ice roads, we never know whether they're safe. We're not going to come out and say they're safe. They're not safe. Basically what happens is you'll see the boards up, the barriers up that'll stop them. A lot of people in this community that have been here for a while know the time of the year. But when you're getting the slush, if you're not sure, just stay off the roads.
Just stay off the roads. Yeah. So who makes sure that those roads are safe? Like who goes on there and checks them? Is it all volunteer? It's all volunteer.
Yeah, a lot of local people just do it. Nobody actually goes out and. Wow. A lot of the people that have been in the community for a long time go out and drill holes, and people that go out to their certain areas.
They know. I mean, they just know, right? Yeah. Wow.
Yep.
So yeah. Okay. Because we live right in front of the. We have a great view of the lake, and right in front of Coney Island, and we see. Sometimes I see cars, and I'm just like, oh my God! It's like +5. Everything's melting, and it just.
It's happening, and someone was mentioning the other day where it has opened up. They're starting to run their snow machines across the water again. It happens. I don't know why you do it.
So scary.
You pay that money for a machine, but anyways.
I know.
Be a little cautious. It's that time of the year. Let's just be cautious of the weather.
Right on. Well, thank you very much for coming on the show.
Thanks a lot. That's no problem.
And now we're going to go to Deborah. She's got Grant Hayton from Sunset Trail Riders. Excellent. Deborah?
Yeah.
Right on.
My fiance. Thanks, Dave and Dave. It was almost like the Dave and Dave show out there. I'm sitting here with Mr. Grant Hayton from Sunset Trail Riders. Welcome, Grant.
Good morning.
Well, and you know what? Grant was here yesterday morning, and it was a full house. Of course, we had two guests.
And I got summarily kicked off the set.
Shh, it's okay.
Jack, out the back door.
No, you're just her favorite, and we're like, Grant, we can't do it without you. You have to come back tomorrow. And look, he's wearing green. This is exciting.
This was accidental.
He's trying to tell me it was accidental.
It was. When I heard all that honky Irish music this morning, I knew.
Yeah, you better watch it. You're sitting with an Irishman.
Oh, I know. I'm expecting some comments today.
Awesome. Well, this is from Miss Kathy in the control room there. October 5th, 1795. That was Alexander Keith's birthday. And apparently it also said that he's the most famous dead person.
Most famous?
Yeah, apparently. Oh, other than Elvis, Jack.
Or the Beatles or somebody.
What?
You know what?
We're talking about Irish today. Same kind of day. Hey. Whoa. Well, back to the show. Back to the show.
Let's get on track here.
So, Grant, it is going to be +4 today.
Unfortunately.
So how does that affect our trails and whatnot?
It affects our trails from the standpoint that with it getting warmer, people out on the trails, the trails get obviously quite messed up if people are, going fast on the trails, etc. It's also coming to a point where people have to be very, very careful with ice.
Yeah.
And what we're recommending to everybody is that before they go out daily, go onto our website, sunsettrailriders.ca, and check conditions of trails.
Awesome.
Because if you remember last year, we thought we'd have maybe another week or two for riding. We were riding on Friday, and by Monday, the trails were gone because it melted so quickly and the snow was gone so fast.
So is this information that your members are posting daily? Like this is sort of the time of year where it's most important, correct?
We all the time update our trails anyway, but specifically this time of the year, we keep right on top of it. And if trails are going to be eroding, or more specifically ice on lakes are eroding, and we know it's getting into a dangerous situation, we'll close the trails.
Yeah.
And when you go on our website, it'll say closed. And this time of the year, if they say closed, don't go on them. That's our fair warning, because more than likely there's open patches of water,
right,
and other dangers that could come along. And we also ask people that if they are riding while the trails are still open, stay on the trails. Don't deviate even a couple of feet off, because the trails, etc., are all packed. Ice is still usually good under them.
Right.
But there's no way you can guarantee the safety of the ice a couple of feet off either side.
So I know one thing that we haven't spoke with you about yet this season is maybe different safety equipment that you carry with you. Is there, you know, maybe something in particular these days, if you were to have an accident, that you would want to have on your machine? Some
people, as I say, they should be carrying a safety pack with them anyway, all year or all season, you know, containing matches, especially now wearing their ice picks around their neck. There's special picks that come around, and if you do fall through, helps you get up out of the water. Yes.
Oh,
helps you get out of the water on top of the ice. At least helps save you. And you know what? The biggest thing to use is your head. Watch ice conditions. Watch ahead. And if you see open water, or you know it's going to be 10 above, and there's still snow around, play it safe.
Yeah,
maybe not even go out, because again, there's areas that can be good today.
Yeah.
24 hours, the ice is basically gone.
Yeah.
And it's very, very dangerous. And as I say, we also ask people to stay to the trails, because the ice is getting and starting to get very bad off the trails. Which
I know is sort of bad news for snowmobilers, but I kind of like that news.
Well, we weep this time of the year. We weep. And people like you, we say, wait for summer for another couple of months.
Not only am I Irish, as I'm also pro spring. So Grant and I are, you know, we have a little conflict.
And I guess the other thing too, this time of the year with the snow getting so soft, if it does get cold and the snow hardens, it can do a lot of damage to machines when you're riding on that crystallized ice-covered snow to your tracks and other parts of the machine underneath. So that's the other aspect to look at. When you've got $10,000, $15,000, like a lot of people have invested in machines, you don't want to be doing damage.
Yeah, you want to take care of them.
Yes, yes.
Well, there's the tip from Sunset Trail Riders Grant Hayton today, is take caution. Check the website daily. It's sunsettrailriders.ca. Thanks for coming in, Grant.
Well, we always appreciate coming in, as long as we don't get kicked out like we did yesterday. And we know who we can blame for that,
yeah, exactly.
Don't we?
You got a free cup of coffee. What are you complaining about?
Well, free. Only one,
I'm
though.
just kidding.
I was told 1 cup per customer.
Yeah,
That's
one cup and you're out. That's
but
what
no,
you got.
thanks again.
You're awesome. Now we're going to take you to a wonderful story about some people's personal favorites, Irish whiskey, and we'll be back in the studio with Mr. Dave Casey in a moment.